Hey, welcome back, everybody. Today we're starting up a brand new hardcore character. Unfortunately, Clint Hollows here passed away in combat on his piddly little thief. Um, and so we made a new character. Now I'm done with Taro HP with leveling a hardcore character, so we're going to play a Hume, so they're well balanced. For those of you who are new to Final Fantasy XI, welcome. This is an old retro game from, I think, God, at least easily, like maybe 2007, 2008, something like that. And we are currently playing on the HorizonXI server, which is a fan-made server where they changed a bunch of things and brought things back to old school Final Fantasy XI. We're gonna tackle exactly what hardcore is and everything as we go in. But first off, when you start the game, one thing that is very different, you'll notice up front, is there's no opening cutscene, there's no opening cinematic dialogue or anything like that. So here we are on our new character, Battlecry. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to go over to config here, and we're going to have to change a few things. So first off, I'm going to turn this music volume down just a smidge, so I can hear my own thoughts. So we're going to go to gameplay, and we're going to turn the inventory sort on. That sorts our inventory automatically, which is good, because I don't know why the game doesn't have that automatically. Combat, I'm going to keep the damage digits on the screen. Shadows, turn those on so the shadows look nice and crisp. Miscellaneous 2, we're going to change the background ratio to 16 by, I believe, 9, and that should get us the proper widescreen resolution. In MISC 3, we're going to turn area display on and party displays on, so all this should be on. Under MISC 4, there's nothing we want, and then under global, we're going to turn the language filter off so we can hear all the naughty words. So now that we're done setting up our game proper, let me explain just a little bit. This is a very archaic game. You do not use your mouse at all for this. I mean, you can, but you don't. It was on the PS2, briefly on the Xbox 360, and still on Steam on PC. And you pretty much play with the WSAD and the arrow keys, and then you have just a bunch of these other little shortcuts. One being the minus is for the menu, Control I for inventory, Control E for equipment. We're going to go ahead and put on our onion great axe. So we are starting as a Hume instead of a Taru this time. So Humes have more HP and more balanced stats than the other races, but they don't really excel at anything. But my hardcore character kept dying because I always wanted to play Tarus, and they just don't have the HP to live through any kind of real encounter. Their magic pool is great, but I've been thinking about like what I want to really do with my hardcore character, and honestly, I want the really nice cosmetic shit from hardcore, and that looks better on a Hume or an Elven or a Mithra than it does a Galco or a Taru. And B, I want to play a job that can do some combat, but isn't so reliant on MP. I'm thinking Dragoon. Now, if you're wondering what hardcore is, it is a game mode exclusive to HorizonXI, where you get this little icon over your head. If you make it very far, you get a bunch of cosmetic stuff that's unique to your character, but if you don't make it very far at all, you lose the hardcore status, and you don't lose your character, but you don't get to get any more hardcore items, exclusive items. So, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and choose a character that is a little bit better at survivability. Now that we're done with explaining what hardcore is, welcome to Windurst. Windurst Waters. Yeah, Windurst Waters, I believe. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and knock out a little bit of getting welcome to Windurst kind of quest, if you would. Very easy stuff, very quick. We'll get that done. Real quick though, since I am just starting off here, Mazur, set prices, go to ed comment. And if you guys are not watching me on twitch.tv, you can follow me here. If you guys are not watching me on kick.tv, actually I don't think that's what it is. It's let's see here. Yeah, kick.com/Clint. And so the bazaar here is meant for you to post your wares, and you can set some prices, some things, some commentary if you would. Let me mute this tab here. Boop, boop. Sorry, this is all just getting back into the grind of things. There I am. So therefore, anytime you check me, you will see me right over there in the bottom left. And if I were to check other players, you would see something very similar. Sometimes people use that to say good day or peddle their wares or something like that. And then in the bazaar, since we're walking around here anyways, bazaar, if you want to set your prices, if you want to sell anything, you can click on something here, and then you can set your price like that. And then people, when they check you, they can see your prices. So what we're going to do first, before we do anything else, is we're going to go ahead and activate our hardcore status. Because if you've gained any EXP, or you've died even once, you cannot activate hardcore status. So here from Waters, we're going to go to Windurst Woods, and this little Taru here will warp us all the way over to Woods to where we need to be. Now, a lot of people think that Windurst Woods is really big, but it is, and it is. But it's also really accessible with the use of teleport Tarus that will bring you pretty much anywhere you need to be. Whereas in Sandoria and Mastock, you really have to walk every step of the damn way. Now, this is a very slow game, which is why I'm not going to be streaming every single minute of me playing this. There's going to be a few things that I do off-stream, like leveling other characters and stuff like that. But if I'm doing anything important or I think relevant to the viewer, like I am now, then you are more than welcome to join me on the ride, and I'll show you exactly what I'm doing. So I'm going to talk to Francine Tuft here, and I want to become a hardcore adventurer. Now, that icon next to my name means that from here on out, if I die even once, I lose that icon. But if I make certain benchmarks, like hit 30, 50, 75, and do certain things, then I'll get various rewards, usually cosmetic. Alright, with that said and done, let's go ahead and knock out some of the nearby quests that we can do early, and also gather some early supplies. So the first thing here in Windurst Woods, you'll see on the side here, is we have the Boneworker Guild, and we have the Leaders Guild. So right here by the auction house, we're just going to go ahead and pop on in, and we're going to join these guilds. So the guilds in this game are all for crafting. You got woodworking, clothcraft, or you got woodworking, blacksmith, gold working, and alchemy. Just to name a few. I think there's one or two that I'm missing. But anytime you join these guilds, they give you a free crystal, which you use for crafting. Now, with full disclosure, I do have two other characters that have some money on them, and I've already sent this character a little bit of money. But before I spend any of that, I'm going to show you guys how to actually make money on your own. And then, if you are interested in doing your hardcore account, you just follow those steps, honestly. And you follow those steps and repeat them, honestly, and you'll make 60 to 100k just getting all your basic 6 classes to level 10. This one, I think it's Panono. There it is. Yep. So in Final Fantasy XI, you can change all of your jobs anytime you're in town. So I started with Warrior right now, but you have 5 other jobs to play with. And while we walk over through Port Winders in order to pick up another thing, I will explain the jobs. So first off, we take a left here. There we go. So Warrior is the heavy armor, heavy weapon class of the game. They wear the plate mail, they have the big weapons, and usually they're tanks. So they will hold hate on an enemy while the other members of the party smack away at the enemy. If you ever played an MMO before, that should sound pretty familiar to you. The next one is a monk. It is the least interesting job in my opinion, but it is a light armor class DPS that focuses on DPS output, but not really much else. All they do is punch, punch, punch. Unfortunately, it doesn't really get any more interesting for a monk. Thief is another light class DPS, or light armor DPS. But the thing going with Thief is that instead of just doing straight damage output, they are manipulators of the battlefield. Using their abilities Sneak Attack and Trick Attack, you can manipulate who the enemy is attacking. You can shed hate on yourself in order to make it go after somebody else. You can steal from the enemy, and you excel at using daggers and crossbows. You can also use crossbows in order to do things like sleep or poison the opponent. So you got a lot of flexibility in Thief, but it's the melee flexibility. Then you have White Mage, which is all about curative and protective magic. The Black Mage, which is all about enfeebling and destructive magic. And then you have Red Mage, which is literally the jack of all trades. It can use swords, it can wear mail, it can use white and black magic, but it also really excels at enfeebling. Its thing is that it manipulates the battlefield in a different way than the Thief does, if you would. So with all that said and done, we're going to hobble on over here. In this little corner of Port Winders, let me show you on the map, is the Fisherman's Guild. And I think Thubu here is the one we need to talk to. Yep, sign up for the Fisherman Guild. And we get a water crystal. There are 3 guilds joined right there. So now we have one last 4th guild to join. And then we have a quest to do. And after that, we're going to go ahead and start on leveling proper. So the way combat works in this game is you use tab in order to target an enemy. And then you engage it, your character will automatically swing at it, and then in the meantime, between attacks, you will choose what to do, whether you want to use a weapon skill, or shoot your bow, or anything like that. The attacks will come automatically. This game is not very friendly to people who want to run away from encounters, so once you're locked into an encounter, it's going to take the fucking miracle of God in order to get you somewhere safe. But there are a few ways around that, and I'll get to those eventually. So here's, we're back to Windrest Waters, full 360, but this time we're at the southern part. So while I'm walking my ass over here to get the Cooking Guild, I'll explain a little bit more about gear. So each class has a specialty, a weapon they can use better than all the rest. For warriors, it is the Great Axe. They excel at the Great Axe better than any other class, and that is their primary weapon. Dollar Store Noob, level 1, let's go. I know. My Taru Thief died a few days ago. I was really upset with that. But Red Mage excels the most at enfeebling magic, or sorry, yeah, I think enfeebling magic. White Mage excels, I think, the most at clubs. Black Mage excels the most, I think, at staves, and so on and so on. So Each class has a specialty weapon that you should really drive your character towards. That being said, one of the perks of being a warrior is that you can use most weapons very effectively. So you can use great swords, polearms, all that good stuff. You can use all of that just about as effectively as any other class. But your main go is the great axe. Alright, I think to join the cooking guild, it's Paquito here. Yep, let's sign right up. Now, next up, we're going to do a quest for a map real quick. It's a very short one. It's literally right outside the exit to the building. But you don't really need to do quests for maps if you're playing HorizonXI. They have a shit ton of mods that really make the game look really good. Which reminds me... Oh, boy. Slash yell. Yeah, so HorizonXI has its own little rules for using the yell command. What's the command for hold set distance? Yeah, shit. I forgot that, but there's a way to make Final Fantasy XI look even more beautiful. And it is still very pretty game. It might look a little blocky and outdated compared to other MMOs, especially if you're playing Final Fantasy XIV. But it is still one of the prettiest games out there. Okay, anyway, sorry. First things first. Let's run back here. So, when you are first making your character, you get to choose between 3 cities. One is Bastok, one's Sandoria, and the other is Windurst. So Windurst is full of the Mithra and the childlike Tarutaru, and it's pretty much just a hobbit land. Sandoria is like a medieval castle kind of setting. And then Bastok is full of the Humes and the Galka, and it's an industrial area. So right by the exit here, we're going to talk to this little Tarutaru here. She doesn't know how to, or he doesn't know how to read these particular glyph. So all we have to do is walk out the gates here, talk to another Tarutaru, and she'll have the translation for that glyph, or that glyph. So the thing I'm trying to remember here is the set world feature. It pretty much makes the draw distance go so far back that you can see everything, and it makes the game just look glorious. I forget the command of that. Set world. Draw distance 20. Alright, so inside this tower right outside the building, I poo-poo. She'll get you the glyph you need. I'll figure it out later, and then I'll report back to you. It's been a while since I've actually used it. I only use it when I'm showing off like how good the game can actually look, but it turns off every time you load the game back in. So I sometimes do forget to turn it back on. It doesn't really matter though, because the game looks just fantastic as it is. But eventually I'll start making a macro to like load everything in as soon as I come back in. Alright, now that we have that that translation, we just go over here and talk to Horiga. And bam, we have the map of the Hortoto Ruins. Which, as a Windursteen, is a really important map to have, but like I said, since you have the map add-on for HorizonXI, it's up to you whether you choose to use it, but I do anyways. Especially for hardcore. Alright, now that we're done with all of that, we can properly start like playing the game like it's intended. First thing we're going to do is we're going to start the tutorial for the game, and we're going to pick up our first mission here. So we're back in Windurst Woods. This is more or less the hub of the game, if you would. This is where most of the important shit is, including the auction house. So first off, before we leave, we're going to talk to this dude, Aurora, WW. Anytime you see anybody with WW behind their name, it's a war warlock. So for Windurst, that is the person that gives us Signet. Signet is a way of being accountable for the progress you've made in the game. You have to refresh it every now and then, but it tracks your kills, and you get rewards from killing enemies, which you can see if you go to region info, conquest, and you see conquest points there at the bottom. It's 0. But as you build up those conquest points, you can buy things with the conquest you've done in order to buy new gear. And it's going to be very useful because we're also going to be using those for Scrolls of Warp, which is what I was mentioning earlier, a way of getting out of combat if you're like in over your head. Scroll of Warp, get you the fuck out of there. We're not going to listen to an explanation of the gatehouses. You pretty much get missions from the gatekeepers, and they allow you to progress further in the story. And that's all they're there for. Alright, next up, let's talk to Salili here. We already have Signet, so talk to her again. Alright, so she gave us some food for completing that little mission. So let's go over to Meat Jerky. We're gonna pop that in our gullet. And then we're gonna talk to Salili again to confirm that we've done that. Alright, that all scrolled very quickly, but she wants us to learn a weapon skill. So, let's go outside. And I will show you guys how combat works in this game. Levels 1 through 10 is usually very underwhelming because there's not a lot your character can do. Unless you're playing like caster, I guess. But as you walk out here, you'll see a bunch of enemies. You use tab to cycle through them, and you go to check, and you can see if they're an even match. Decent challenge is 1 level below you, easy prey is 2 below you, and so on, so on. If they're tough, they'll be a level above you. Very tough, 2 levels above you, and incredibly tough, 3. That's a general guideline of how that works. But they also take your gear into account, so sometimes you'll see somebody 2 levels above you, and they'll say, nah, not good enough.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna bullshit. Warrior is actually a pretty boring job as well. Like I said, I was complaining about Monk being a boring job, but Warrior is actually a much more interesting job once you get to, like, I don't know, maybe 15 or 20. At level 5, you can start provoking, so you can effectively be a tank with your teammates if you have any at that level. At level 10, you start getting some decent, like, middle grade armor that most other classes can't wear. And then at level 15, you get Berserk, so you can go a little bit more ham. You can do more damage. And then starting at 25, you get like double attacks, so you swing twice every couple hits. So Warrior just like progressively gets a little bit more interesting. And like I said, you could either be tank, you can be off tank, or you can be straight up DPS. So our goal here is we're going to keep fighting enemies until we learn a weapon skill. So we need to bring our Great Axe skill to level 10 so that we can learn our first weapon skill, which is going to be under Control W once we learn it. Now, as you're watching me, you'll see that I avoid the Mandragoras. I'll probably kill a few because I need at least one item from them from a quest. But bumblebees are the better things to kill because they drop honey. And honey sells decently, and they drop wind crystals, and those sell pretty good. But other than that, like the rabbits are no-go. I wouldn't even fuck with a rabbit at level 5 without further assistance or better gear. I'm gonna go ahead and work on one of these tiny mandragoras here. See if I can get a 2-leaf mandragora head, because I need that for a quest. But once I have that, I'm done killing these. Also, if you've never played Final Fantasy XI, like the original Final Fantasy XI before, Horizon is a huge project. They have remastered the classes, remastered enemy positions, stuff like that. But another thing they've done is they've remade all the music in the game. So the music you're listening to right now is a different rendition of the original Final Fantasy XI, which I thought was an interesting touch. Looks like this dude's trying to kill himself.
Yeah.
But the music in this is, for the most part, 10 out of 10. I love the changes and remakes they did. I still think I prefer a few zones to have their original music. And I don't think there's really an option in order to set those back. So what we're looking for is a 2-leaf mandragora bud. We need that for a quest. So, I want to say like 60% of what you're going to do in this game is pretty much exactly this. Fighting enemies, sometimes solo, and just whacking them with a weapon, and occasionally using an ability. That is 60% of the game, and Final Fantasy XI is one of the most tedious, but in a weird way, the most rewarding experience ever. I've played other MMOs like 14 and World of Warcraft, and RuneScape, like, I guess Destiny counts as well. Usually when you get an upgrade, it's just a slight difference. Final Fantasy 11 though, when you get something good, you get something really good, and it can take a long time to get that. Oh, an insect wing, you need that too. It can take a long time to get something you actually want or care about, but once you get it, it is a game changer. It's something you'll carry with you forever, typically. That's kind of the thing that still brings me back to 11, despite the fact that, other than the fact that it's a Final Fantasy title, and other than the fact that it is nostalgic to me, it's just a very rewarding experience. Back in the day, when I got my defending ring on my paladin, like, that was just so amazing to have. Like, I was the backup tank in my guild for a long time, and then somebody finally allowed me to get the in a link shell guild. Somebody finally allowed me to get that defending ring, and that brought me from like the number 2 position to the number 1, and you could tell the difference of that D ring. It was so rewarding, so good. It felt wonderful.
Yeah.
Now, with playing a hardcore character, there's a few things I'm going to be doing different with this that I typically do not do. So first off, I'm not going to be main tank on my warrior. I'm bringing that son of a bitch to like 37, and then I'm dropping off on that. My main job that I think I'm going to start with is going to be Dragoon. That's because Dragoon has a lot of hate-shedding abilities, and so if I'm in danger in a party, I can shed that hate and be done with it. And if I think the part is going sour, I can go ahead and use that that ability, and then use a warp scroll and get the fuck out. Oh, and I just want that 2-leaf Mandragora, bud. One of these could drop. So I think on most servers, like Eden and Cat's Eye, and I think even Retail, you get your first weapon skill ability at level 5, or sorry, Great Axe ability level 5. So you see there in the chat log, it's like Great Axe skill increases by 2 points, 2 points, and then hit 3. I think in the older servers, you get that at 5, but on this one, I believe you get it at 10. Which kind of sucks, because it takes longer to get it, and it doesn't really change anything. I don't know why they made that an arbitrary choice. But I think they're trying to do everything they can to make everything retro. But at the same time, keep a few commodities, a few things that were good. This dude's name is fucking Olive Garden. I love that name. I've been watching a lot of Sopranos lately, though, and I'm kind of wondering if there's like a threat behind that.
Yeah.
So there's another thing. Yeah, I know. I'm guessing the dude just ignored the joke.
Yeah.
So there's another thing they removed. So if you were a Taru or a Mithra and you started in Winters, you would get a ring at level 1. If you were Elven in Sandoria, you would get a ring there. And if you were a Hume or a Galka in Bastok, you'd get a ring. they got rid of the ring, and you have to get to rank 3 in order to get that ring, which I thought was a weird change. So an old school comic artist made fun of this game, and I think it actually holds up. They were like, your strike radius, you have to be right up on its fucking taint in order to hit it. Their strike radius, they can hit you from 50 feet away.
Yeah.
Also, if the combat seems a little bit slow, don't worry, it does pick up a little bit once you get into higher levels. There's a stat called Haste that you can use in order to increase the speed of A, your spell cooldowns, and B, your melee cooldowns. So once you start getting into the Haste gear category, you will start swinging quickly and you'll have more things to do. But right now, I think with basic game logic that they were using back in their day, keep it slow for the gamer. So, when you are increasing your skills, like evasion, parrying, great axe skill, stuff like that, what it does is it raises the chance for the good thing to happen. So, with great axe, for example, when you're leveling a weapon skill, like swords, great axes, it will increase your accuracy and the damage you do with it by 1 point for each level. Evasion increases the chance that you will dodge an attack by 1 for each level. Parrying, and so on, so on, so on. With spells, it's a little bit more complicated, but it's pretty much the same way. The higher your spell level, the more effectiveness it will have. So when you start off here, that's why I'm saying stick to Mandragoras, Bubbly Bees, and don't exert yourself. Because you could have a bad spree where you miss like 10 attacks in a row, and I've seen it happen. And you will die that way. So we got the 2-leaf Mandragora bud that we wanted. So now we just need Rarepide, which we're not going to get for a while. Not until we're at least level 6 or 7. We also need a Rare Tail from the Bumblebee Bees. And honey wouldn't hurt, because honey sells well. There we go, there's the Rare Tail.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm back. Just taking a bite of my food. So, one thing you can use, so Control I for inventory, makes sense, right? Control E for equipment, Control M for magic, but another thing you have is job abilities, and these are like where you use the exclusive things for your job. Each job has what's called a 2-hour ability. I think they reduced it to 1 hour on this server, but Mighty Strikes here is the, Warrior's 2-hour ability, or 1-hour ability, and it makes every single attack that you land do critical damage, and I believe it also increases your accuracy a smidge, because I miss less when I use this ability. So, if you need to drop something very quickly, Mighty Strikes is the way to go. But remember, you only get to use it once an hour. And I'm actually a little surprised. There's usually more people out here camping enemies over me. So winter seems to be a little slow today, which I can actually work with. That's fine with me. Now, when you get those crystals off enemies, that's how you get your conquest points. So if you check out conquest, I now have 236 points. So by just sitting out here and constantly spamming enemies, you're gonna get all kinds of gear, or all kinds of conquest points. And you can use those for things like scrolls of re-raise, which will bring you back to life if you die. Sadly, that does not work on a hardcore character. So, if you die on a hardcore character, even if you re-raise, you still lose your hardcore status. So those are worthless to me. But a warp scroll is really good, because it gets you out of combat. But you can also use them to buy gear. And that is the reason you do missions. Because by doing missions, you are able to get better and better gear from using your conquest points. Swinging away, swinging away. So by the end of the stream, I'm going to show you guys how to use the auction house. I'm going to show you how to get set up. And I'll probably take a day off in order to just get the other jobs to level 10, and then we'll come back to this. Now, if you're wondering why I need to get all the other jobs to 10, I don't really need to, but it's good having your options open, especially if you're playing a hardcore character. Having a black mage that's at least level 18, for example, means you can warp freely. So if you need to get back somewhere quickly, you can warp anytime you want. Having a white mage means you can sub it for a job and use the skill. But we'll get to sub jobs later, eventually. Support jobs you unlock at level 18, and you can pretty much be a main job and then have the benefits of a second job half that level. So level 18 warrior slash 9 white mage would be able to cast protect on itself and use the cure spell, and also use Dia to weaken enemies. And the possibilities are pretty much endless.
Yeah.
And having those options are going to be very great for Dragoon later on down the road. I will really get into that later on. But TLDR is your Wyvern, a Dragoon's companion. It's a pet, if you would. It changes its behavior based on the sub-job that you have. So if you are a Dragoon slash white mage and you use a weapon skill, it will the Wyvern will heal you of a status element like poison or paralyze or something like that. If you cast magic at low health, like 33% HP, the Wyvern will heal you as well. Whereas if you were to sub-job like Warrior, and you do a weapon skill, the Wyvern will do a follow-up attack in order to supplement your attack. So there's a lot to talk about when it comes to Dragoon, but that is why I'm going to level all the sub-jobs, and at least up to level 10, just to keep my options open. Solo Dragoon, Solo Dragoon, I would say like a red mage or a white mage sub-job, just so that you get the healing from the Dragoon. Whereas, if you're like in a party, you definitely want a DPS Dragoon. You want to do the damage that you can do. And if shit goes bad, you use one of your abilities, and then you use a warp scroll and you get the fuck out.
Yeah.
So if you see Control I here, got a good little stack of crystals going on here. Only thing I really need is to be able to take down a Rarab, and level 4, they are very strong. You wouldn't think they were, but that's usually because on your first character, you don't have parrying, you don't have evasion, and your weapon skill sucks. So we are going to just work with what we have here. We're going to whittle down bumblebees and mandragores, and we'll eventually get there. So things you can look forward to in Final Fantasy XI. The game's got a really good story, and they have a lot of different story arcs that are really fun. It's a lot of planning, and it's a lot of very delicate processes. Sometimes it's like finding certain items to get the job done easily. Sometimes it's having the proper party composition. Other times, it is just like throw yourself in there and hope everything works out. So it can be an absolute fucking nightmare. You see, level, we're 46 minutes in, and we're already level 4, and we have a bunch of good stuff in Winders done. One thing I like about both 11 and 14 is they have cutscenes that really remind you of like actual Final Fantasy cutscenes. So when you're talking to NPCs and whatnot, it's like its own little story thing. It's got cutscenes and music and shit like that. It feels like a Final Fantasy, even though it's an online game, and I kind of dig that. My evasion parrying just skyrocketing there. Swiggity swooty. Coming for that bee booty. Once we learn our weapon skill and we get a stack of something to sell, level 5, look at that. Yeah, once we get all that, I'll show you guys where to buy a bunch of really good stuff. And how to finish the next few parts of Civi's tutorial quest. Like I said, we need that great axe to level... Oh, no, we already have the weapon skill. Okay. Well, I guess they changed it. It used to be level 10. It's level 5 now. That's interesting. Alright, well, we have a stack of wind crystals. So, let's head back to town. I'm going to show you guys...
Yeah.
the bee's knees. Actually, we have 6 minutes left on our food here. So by the way you check your statuses is you hit F twice, and that brings you up to your signet. So that lasts for 2 hours, and your food lasts for 30 minutes. So every 2 hours you need to go back and refresh your signet, and every time your food goes out, you gotta eat some more food too.
Yeah.
The good news is that in this game, food does not have the same, it's not required, it's just a small benefit to your DPS. You don't actually have to eat in this game, but food can be very useful. So what I'm going to do before I head back to town is I'm going to go ahead and smack some bumblebees. I'm going to get my TP up. And I'm going to try and get to level 6 and take out a bunny or two. I want that rare hide so we can do a few quests.
Yeah.
And so that TP you see there, you need 1,000 TP in order to use a weapon skill. It's that blue bar that's shining under my MP in the upper left, and also in the bottom right, it's that green number. So the more TP you have, the more efficient your weapon skill will be. So if you look at Shield Break here, it says it lowers the target's evasion. It also does damage, but the duration of the effect varies with TP. And skill chain attribute impaction. We're gonna talk about skill chains eventually, but since we're alone, there's no chance of us really skill chaining by ourselves. So I'm gonna build this up to 3,000 TP. I'm gonna go fight a little bunny. Ah, somebody cast Protect on me. Thank you. Granted, they're probably doing that, not just out of kindness, but also to level their enhancing magic skill. But it's a welcome gesture. So the Protect spell reduces damage taken, increases your defense by 10 points, which means you take roughly 1% less damage. I mean, it's not a lot, but it is something, and it's good to have. Alright. We need to kill about 20 more bumblebee bees. I'm gonna kill, I think 5 more, maybe 3 more, and then fight a bunny.
Yeah. Yeah.
And truth be told, if you don't want to spend any money, you can get away with Thief and Warrior up to level 10 without buying anything. Once you're level 10, I would definitely recommend buying some better armor and weapons. For the casters, sorry, I forgot Monk too. You could pretty much do the same with Monk. Monk's actually meant to be naked, for the most part, like light armor and shit like that. But for the casters, you can actually go further without buying any gear. Just have a good party.
Yeah.
Alright, one bumblebee. Coming right up. Alright, let's get our HP up, because it's about time for us to try a rare about. So, slash heal, or the H button, will allow you to sit. As you sit, your HP will eventually come back, and your MP as well. You cannot heal while you're poisoned, or have magic damage on you. Alright, so we're 100%. Another thing that Signet does is it prevents the loss of TP as you're resting. So it's good to have at all times. Okay, so here's the bunny. Well, that one was level 1. Probably didn't need to go so hard on it. Alright, that one's level 3. Let's get our TP up.
Yeah.
want. Both level 3. Alright, let's see what we got here. If it's bad enough, I'm gonna use the 2-hour. Now, the reason I'm such a bitch about these little DC level 3 enemies, granted I'm level 5, is because your character isn't really trained yet. So you're going to be missing a lot of hits, and you're going to be taking a lot of damage that you shouldn't be. So I'm going to bounce back and forth real quick between the Bumblebee Bee and the Rare. Now, I'm not going to use the food again, just because I want to save that for more important things. We can do fine without the food. If you're wondering what the food actually does, though, you can scroll over it, and it'll tell you Strength plus 3, which is your attack damage stat, Intellect minus 1, which is your magic damage stat, so we don't need that, Attack plus 23, which is more attack damage, and it lasts 30 minutes, so it's not bad. I'm gonna go ahead and kill a few more Bumblebee Bees. They're a little bumblebutt. We also have a new ability at level 5. It's called Provoke. So that is your tanking ability. That's the one that you use in order to goad the enemy to attacking you. And that's what allows you to be a tank.
Yeah. Yeah.
So kill this one too, and then I'm gonna rest.
Yeah.
So as you can already see, the name of the game is, for melee at least, get your TP up to 100 and use a weapon skill. That is the first step of understanding Final Fantasy XI, is you're going to want accuracy and you're going to want to hit hard. These bees don't really stand much of a chance of killing me at this level, but the EXP is consistent and it's honestly not that bad. Let's get my HP up, and we're gonna go kill another bunny. So, you'll notice that most of these enemies do not actually attack us. Depending on where you're at, their behavior are different. So, at the starter zones, they're non-aggressive, they're weak, and you can kill them at your own leisure. Certain enemies, though, will attack you aggressively, based on sight, sound, or magic. So if they see you, some enemies aggressively attack you, like Yugito. If some enemy, like Wadov, if you're near them and you make any sound, they can hear you. And then other enemies, if you cast magic, they'll attack you, like magical enemies, like weapons. They'll come after you. So, just know your enemy and use that as your understanding of what to fight and what to do in a certain situation. Alright, let's check this rare up here, and let's see what they got. Level 1. I'm gonna save my weapon skill.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
crystal. Alright, there's another one. Also, some enemies link. So if you piss one off, the others might join in and attack you. Very common ones are crawlers, the worms, and lizards. If you attack one, the others will join in. The Beastmen tribes, like the Yugudo and the Guadav and the Orcs, they'll also band up and attack you. So be careful when you're pulling enemies. There we go, we got a rabbit hide. Alright, so let's head on back. Actually, hold on, let's kill one more. I want to hit level 6 at least, before I head back.
Yeah.
Hoo-yah! And level 6. There we go. Alright, let's head back to Windurst. We're gonna get a few things done here. So if you're starting in Windurst, the best place, in my opinion, is to be in Eastern Saruta, which is right outside the Woods Gate. But if you are, if you're trying to level in West Saruta, the enemies are going to be slightly higher level than the ones over here. Alright, I popped in here, and we're going to get a few things done. So first off, let's talk to Selene. Alright, so first off, she wants us to check out a auction house, but she also wants to try out crafting. So let's use a water crystal, a bird egg, and a thing of honey. This is how crafting works. So you use a crystal, which has an element. Fire is for cooking or melting. Water is for dissolving. Thunder is for destroying anything. And we lost. We failed. But we didn't lose any ingredients, except for the crystal. Let's try it again. Water crystal. Bird egg. And honey. Earth is for binding. Wind is for weaving. And dark is for straight up destruction. Or corruption, if you would. Light is for purifying, and sometimes fixing. And look at that. We made a mug of honeyed egg. And you'll see our cooking skill went up by 1 point. So that is pretty much how you get better at crafting. You just cook and cook and cook. And just like using weapon skills or anything like that, that stat goes up. Now, she wants us to check out the auction house. I'm going to show you how to use the auction house while I'm here. And we're going to put something for sale. If I can afford it. So we got a stack of wind crystals here. And as you click on it, you see that the current selling price for wind crystals is 1K. Now, I like to go just a little bit under. Not too much. I need, yeah, I can sell that for 8 gil. And boom. Once that sells, we'll have 980k or 1k, depending on what they buy it for. Now that we've done that, let's go talk to Selene again. Also, the way I go from first person to third person is with the V button. So that allows me to walk like this, which to me is a little bit more comfortable if I'm auto running somewhere. But V is more. V is a lot better. Or sorry, third person is a lot better if you're trying to keep an eye out for enemies that are going to hurt you. All right, so Salili is going to give me a ticket for a band. So if you talk to Aurora here, I want to spend my conquest points, and you go to common items. They will tell you a list here of things that you can buy at rank 1. So in my opinion, the best is the Chariot Band. So if you look at the band itself, it's it gives you 100% of the EXP. It lasts for 2 hours, and it gives you 4,000 bonus EXP. Now the bonus EXP is what I'm looking at. Because if you go over to Empress Band, and you see the maximum bonus is 1,000, you can use it every 3 hours, and the bonus is 50%. And that means out of 10 charges, you'll get 10,000 bonus EXP. The other one was 3 charges with 4,000, so that's 12,000 EXP. And the other is the Emperor Band, which has a bonus of 2,250 with 5 charges. That is... Hold on, did they change that? That would be 5,500. Hold on. I think they updated this. Let me take that back. So that'd be 5,500. 10,100. Or 11,100. 1,100. Oh my god, the Emperor Band is king again. So, they updated this. Go to the Chariot Band. It's 3 charges of 4,000 bonus EXP. So, 12,000 EXP. Emperor Band would be 5,500. Oh my god, the Emperor Band is back. Alright, well, they changed it, but I'm good. I'm happy with that, because that means that's way better to use. So, okay, so in this day and age, get the Emperor Band. That's the good shit. And those blue lettering that you see in the bottom right, that's the charges. That 1 hour is the cooldown. And that bottom right number is how long it takes after you equip the item to use it. Alright, cool. That just means more EXP for us and a quicker, more efficient way of doing this. Alright, well. Let's go ahead and knock a few things out here. So first off, we have the insect wings, the rarepides, the 2-leaf mandragora bud, and the rare tail. So there's at least 2 quests we can do real quick. Alright, so first off, the first quest is going to be right over here as you come up the ramp to go to the monk house. Go in here. And talk to this little Taru in the very back here. Kupuru. And when he asks you what do you think about the current Guardians, you say, nah, not quite. The all-new C2000. Sign me up right now. So he needs a rabbit hide, an insect wing, and a 2-leaf mandragora bud. We actually have all those on us. So in order to trade items in this game, you have to target the NPC, you have to hit your minus key for your menu, and you have to go to trade. It's, like I said, it's very archaic, and it doesn't really leave a lot of room for imagination. Give him the insect wing, and the rare hide, and boom. When you go. Branch plays games. What's up, Branch? How you doing, man? We are restarting our hardcore character because we died on our little Taru, unfortunately. So we lost all that progress, but it's fine. We're here for the dirty play. I know! It sucked. That was about 20 hours of fucking progress. But that's why I'm playing a Hume now. It's not going to be a huge difference, but that extra like 40 to 50 HP would have saved me last time. And that's usually the story with Tarus, right? Level 15, but I gotten all my jobs to level 15. Yeah, I didn't die at like level 30 or 50 or anything like that. I was doing Tarus just because it's fucking adorable. My wife loves it, but yeah. So like I said, I did send some money for my old character over here. It's not going to do us a lot of good here, but I will spend it. And speaking of which, my babe's here. Hold on. My babe's here. Yeah, she is.
What are you playing?
11.
Are you streaming?
Am I what?
Streaming?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Ah.
You were muted in Discord. How dare you?
Yeah, the
I had a
vitality
turkey
will...
sandwich.
Uh-huh.
Slapped my potato chips all over it.
Nice. The vitality will help you out too. Yeah, the HP, the vitality. I mean, Tarus are just like glass cannons. At least
We're
magically.
fragile.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with that anymore. Plus, I think the cosmetic gear is gonna look better on my Hume than on a Taru. I just like being a Taru because they're adorable.
Dare you? They're adorable, but they're not proportionate.
Yeah.
They're not proportionate at all.
If I were to get that sweet ass hardcore gear, you'd barely be able to tell because they're so small and squat.
They're so tiny that I'm about to get on mine.
Yeah. Wait, on 11?
Yep.
Ah.
It's trying to load the fucking monster whenever it wants to do its.
Anyways,
There we go.
So yeah, so that's how you pretty much make money. You just scavenge materials from enemies you beat, you sell them to the auction house, and boom, you make money. I'm not going to fuck around with this hardcore character though, so I set myself some money for my my old hardcore character, and I'm gonna upgrade at level 7 to a bunch of good shit. But for right now,
I was gonna
go ahead.
suggest. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck. Why this launcher is such a bitch.
I don't know.
It's not even full screen.
You're on the Mythic train right now, but on retail I have a Taru. Oh, yeah. No, so I think on retail, wasn't my main Ataru, and that was the Blue Mage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My god, I miss it.
I know, I kind of miss retail as well, but we were at that point where it's like just a grind fest.
I was unstoppable.
Yeah, you are.
I had so much power.
So,
I had like 8 classes that I maxed out with, with Kinsey too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played quite a lot. Actually, when he goes to work, if I'm not asleep, I'm always on like WoW or something.
Mm-hmm.
The 7 Days to Die server. Whenever this wants to load, that'd be great.
So, ladies and germs, right over here on Port Windhurst, where I'm currently at, this is pretty much where you buy all your level 1 to 7 nonsense. So let's talk to Ryan. Ryan, what you got for me? So Ryan has a bronze harness.
Really cool of
and a
Discord.
bronze subligar, which technically are better than the equipment that I'm wearing, but I'm not going to waste any money on that. There's also a bronze crossbow bolt there, but I'm going to see what we have in terms of ranged weapons.
I have our content warning video on VLC Media to edit it, to make it a clip for your channel.
That's really good.
It's me with the clapper.
Oh yeah, I love that. That's my favorite
you
one.
watched your shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to put this as a clip. Actually, let me see.
So, depending on what country you're at the
Right here in the depths of...
if you own a particular region or not, and Winders is fucking #1 again, look at that. Winders is rocking it. But if your country has certain regions, you can buy certain things from the vendors here. So this dude will sell you a bunch of stuff like you can buy a shield here. Talk to this dude. Nothing I can wear. But then if you go over here, talk to Taniko Maniko.
30 bits for that.
You can buy...
I
love you.
Love you.
You can buy a short bow, and you can buy some wooden arrows. So I had to restart my phone. Sorry, not restart, but reboot my entire phone. My phone has the herpes.
Oh. The herpes Oh.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at you, honey! You made that a big one too. You made that a big one.
Right?
That's
I
a
paid
big
30
one,
bits for that.
And yeah,
that's 30 cents.
That's my babe's Taro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although now I have teal hair. It's a Horizon.
Yeah.
That's my retail Taro.
Also, I still have my my mainstream Taro on this server, but I only use them if my babe is playing. So let's talk to Koloko Loloko, and this is gonna be our son of a bitch quest. Sorry, Star Onion Brigade. I know, yeah. So Branch knows. He called that out. Yeah, we're doing. Yeah, I was born to be a son of a bitch.
Yes, that's the first thing I said when I noticed. I was like, honey, they're so cute though. Look at them.
I know, look at them all.
Ah, they're so cutesy wootsy.
I like how the kids are like, they might have lots of candies. Isn't that the first thing your parents warn you about?
Here, okay, I can't put this in your Discord for some reason. I'm sorry, your Twitch, it won't let me, but let me send you the clip. It's edited and all of that.
Oh, you're trying to post the clippy whippy.
Yeah, I'm trying to post a clippy whippy and it's being a dicky wiki. I'm done. Ooh, wooey. Alright. We can do that later though.
I'm doing it now.
No, don't. You're streaming.
I thought you were gonna send me the link, not the actual. Okay, fine.
I sent you the whole video.
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna send you a link. I'm not gonna be like a little bit.
Yeah, send me a link so I can post it. I can post it.
No, I can't. I can't send the link.
In Discord?
I messaged you the whole video in Discord.
Okay, I know. Anyways, I'm gonna trade Loco Lolo. The rare tail. We get our Justice badge. Oh. It's a tail like Mummy wanted.
Just gonna put it in our food for later.
You know, I kind of want to kick Pachichi in the fucking nutsack because his mom is the one that will not take my fucking stones.
Let's see, we've got Derpy. She is my main. And of course, I left her anonymous, so I can't see shit.
Yeah.
But like, what? Cooking is 32, bonecraft is 10, woodworking is 22, insert 2, alchemy, nothing. I don't think they have alchemy on here.
Alright, so we are...
They have digging as well.
Nice. So we're heading back over here. We're going to go to the Aura story. We're going to start our Mission 1-1 quest. So that thing we picked up at the very beginning. They want us to talk to these two little Tarus, and we have to talk to Ajito Morajito. Now, I will say, I do not like the fact that this version of Horizon takes out the opening cutscene. It's usually your first glance at the key players in whatever your starter city is. And there's a few good yucks that are missing too. Like
I'm done.
well, if you start in the right part of the city with Judo Morajito, you can be like, where am I? Who am I? And Ajito Morajito will be like, you are Windurst. Sorry, we.
Be one with nature.
No. He's
done.
We are Windurst. You are Sorry, we are this is Tartaro. You are Windurst. Something weird like that. It's just really funny. He's just mocking you and being a complete fucking troll.
So one of my characters is called my melons.
My melons.
My melons, and then Miss Dominatrix is the other one.
Hey,
let me see. I gotta delete one.
Back, Branch.
I'm gonna delete Miss Dominatrix.
Make sure you don't have anything on there.
I know. I'm logging on to her, and then I'm gonna log into. I can't imagine if my plants are all still alive.
My babe.
Because when I gave Kinsey like a whole bunch of shit, they were still alive.
My babe made her
And that was
shell.
like 6 months later.
My babe made her link shell and then deleted her character, and that didn't break the link shell. So now we have a link shell out there that you cannot
It's
recruit
a
on.
broken shell. Yeah. I refuse to trade it in too. You can retrieve deleted characters.
Alright, so
online. You want?
one of my characters does have a link sack, but without having a main link shell holder, that means that nobody else can be promoted to have link sacks.
Hmm.
Alright, so those were the quests to do. So we got the Mandragora Mad, and we got the SOB quest done. We also bought ourselves a short bow and a wooden arrow. A stack of wooden arrows. Now our next goal is to hit level 7, so we can put a bunch of the upgraded gear on. But real quick, let's talk about macros. So if you go over to your menu here and you go to macros, you get the edit a macro set. Your first one is set up for you, but it's not really helpful. So I would recommend deleting that like this. And how I like doing this is I'll do range. So the one at the top there is the name of the macro. Do range T.
My handsome, beautiful baby boy.
Which seems simple, right? Like slash range, and those alligator tags are target. So alligator tag T, alligator tag target. Next one is going to be control 2. We're going to do Voke. And that's going to be JA, which is job ability. Provoke. Yeah. Provoke. Try that again. Make sure you put the tags around it, the quotations, and then T again. So there's Voke. And then I'm going to do weapon skill. It's called shield break. Yeah, shield break.
Oh, my handsome baby boy.
WS.
You're so beautiful.
Shield break.
I miss Dolly.
And T again. And there you go. We have our first 3 abilities set up. So weapon skill, provoke, and range.
Why is this not installing?
You might be wrong. Actually, you might be right, but it's still a good habit, and honestly, it doesn't really fuck up any of my macros. So I just do it to be safe, if you would. So yeah, provoke. You're probably right. I probably wouldn't need it, but if it was like Cure 4, I probably would. Yeah. It's not a bad habit to get into, though. I like my, I'm very OCD. Like, I need everything to be, like, the same, if you would. Alright, well, now that we're done with all of that, we can go back out and start our grind again. I bought the Luan shield. I bought the Luan shield, but I don't need it. I just got that for the other classes. But we're done with insect wings and we're done with rare tails because they don't sell well in the auction house. And
This
so
is not installing, and I don't know why.
What now?
This game is being a bitch.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and vendor these to get them out of our inventory. Later on down the road, you can increase the size of your inventory. We'll get there eventually, for sure. Especially if this hardcore character actually makes it to Juno. 100% we'll do that.
Why is this not installing? I'm getting kind of pissed off.
I don't know.
It just, I click install, it does a thing for a minute, and then it just stops.
I thought you had it installed.
I did. Here's my Horizon launcher. Here are my install files, but nothing's going on. 7 messages from my dad.
Alright. We are pretty much done here. I'm going to refresh Signet. And then head back out and go back to the grind. My goal is to get to at least level 7 so I can put the badge on and buy the leather armor. Last time I was leveling my character, I didn't really do any of that. I was going to go to level 15 without buying anything, but that was clearly a fucking mistake. So I have to treat this with utmost respect. Alright, heading on out. Here we go. So anyways, Jito Morjito is going to be in the north right tower, but the enemies there are going to be a little too strong for us, so we have to at least be 10 to 12 before we go in there. Maybe even a hand holder would be nice too.
New hand holder.
And no, once you install it, it'll be fine. I will help you deal with that later.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in no rush. Omni's telling me about his dad having a port place. He had cancer.
Who is?
Omni.
Oh, yeah.
I told him how painful it was, and he's like, I don't remember him ever saying his was painful. I'm not used to being cut, sliced open. My delicate fatty.
Yeah. That's all sad. Anyways,
you know
I've
what?
been doing this for an hour and 30 minutes, so I might do this for another hour and be done.
You're fine. Keep playing. I'm gonna figure this bitch out, if it so help me God. I was wondering if it was like the file, like it's not going to my D drive. Oh, my D drive's not even plugged in.
That would be it, babe.
What? That should be the problem. Just a little jiggle jiggle.
You stick that in the little pocket till you hit 10.
I'm not meant to be.
Yeah, even then, but once you get to that back room for Winter's Mission 1-1, once you get in that back room, those motherfuckers are pretty nasty. So the ones in the front room aren't that bad, but once you get back there, ugh, yeah, it's nasty. And I don't want to take any chances with this dude. I want to get to a point where I can have sneaking invis powders, a potion on the spare, all that good shit. So anyways, let's show off the Emperor Band. So we've been getting 60 XP off these idiots. Now the Emperor Band, by the way, honey, that's they upgraded it. The Emperor Band is now the new band. It's the best one.
Okay. I thought it always was.
No. It used to be the Chariot.
I didn't think it was. I thought Chariot was the retail, like the better one in retail.
I think it was.
I don't remember.
You mean the area you are in now? No. This will actually take you to level 15, 16 if you're patient enough. So you could actually skip Tarongi Canyon and go straight to the dunes after this if you want to. It's also a pretty good place to make money in because the beehive chips go for a good amount, the honey goes for a good amount, the rare pieds go for a good amount, bead necklaces are good for a winter's fame, which you need. Yeah, Empress is best on retail. Yeah.
It's been a minute since I've even logged on to that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I know, I had a level 99 Blue Mage, and like 3/4 of
I
its
was
spells.
so pissy gathering spells. It would piss me off so much. Remember that?
I don't know why
I
you
wouldn't
picked
use
up
it.
Blue. I don't know why you picked up Blue Mage.
Because
though.
I wanted to bond with you!
I know, but you're never gonna like Blue Mage. It sucks.
I liked it. It wasn't that bad.
It's painful. I'm not gonna take any chances with this Savannah Rare. It's already kicking my ass. I don't like it.
And I pulled one of those. And I killed.
I know, but I'm
Your
level
first
fucking
hardcore
6.
character.
I'm level fucking 6.
Yeah.
I have
His
full
first
HP
hardcore
and it
check.
starts laying
And
into
then
me.
he just sat there in silence. Contemplation. Okay, what is going on? And I don't know why this is not working. But let me delete the
restart.
install file. Let me delete some folders. Delete.
What was your main on retail? Was that Black Mage?
Yeah, Black Mage. Black Mage, White Mage. I also did Red Mage, kind of too. Just depending on the situation we were in.
Yeah.
Okay, well, is that where it's gonna be?
Alright, so now that we have the macros set up, now we're going to start using our ranged weapons in order to start building that stat up. Hey, little bunny. Ooh, got protect from this dude. Oops. So if you're so the purpose of auto translate is back in the day you used to play with Spanish players, Japanese players, and German players. And what you could do is you could type a simple phrase in like "thank you," and you could hit tab, and it would translate that to the people you're playing with. Oh, oh, nice, dude. So, hold on. I'll examine you after this. What is your main? Oh, Paladin. So, Paladin has actually been my main for about 15 plus years. But on a hardcore character, I don't know if I want to be a main tank anymore. Not on hardcore.
Yeah, you always end up dying.
Yeah.
You've always been a paladin in any game, really. Or
I,
paladin like.
yeah, I like the responsibility of being a tank. Being a DPS is kind of boring to me. Being a tank is kind of my thing.
It is. It's always been on and off, one
Yeah.
or the other.
I mean, being a healer is responsible as well, but it's a little boring if you're like sitting in the back with me. Not my thing. Let me check this dude out. Alright, you got your AF sword, the Iron Musketeer set.
Do you remember the Red Mage AF gear we had to do? God, that was such a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
They were doing something where it took like 5 of us to do.
Yeah.
It was Kinsey, Pants, and somebody. That was on Eden though. I think that was. Yeah, that was on Eden.
What was the event?
Where we were getting my AF gear for the Red Mage.
Oh yeah. No, that fucking sword sucked dick. Cause you had to find
Yeah,
that
it
little
did.
hatch. Oh
Yep.
god, I didn't like that.
Yeah, I didn't either. No, I did not either.
Yeah, not bad. Are you gonna Chi? Are you gonna take Paladin further? I like you have the Vite rings. How much are the +1 rings, by the way? The Sphene +1.
I don't remember what rings I have, but Kinsey let me borrow them.
Yeah,
I hope
some
we get good
upgrades to do
storms.
still. Yeah. I mean, Paladin AF is gonna be good once you hit 60 and you get to wear all of them. I'm gonna do my best to keep my character their combat stats like fully maxed. But I've already decided Dragoon is gonna be the first job I unlock on this character, and I'm gonna stick with it. It's the best job to get out of danger very quickly, aside from Thief, if you're to use their 1 hour ability. Well, I actually do have a level 34 Taru Thief / Ninja. So if you're ever willing to like level on that, let me know. I don't know if my babe's 100% back on Final Fantasy 11, but I would like to level my main for farming purposes, if you would. That's the reason I made a thief to begin with.
Red Launcher, thank you for telling me what I already know.
Paladin's a lot of fun, though.
Me.
What's going on?
Well, this. Oh, I'm fine.
What would you say?
I'm trying to install it and it's being a bitch. Baby, what are you doing, honey? Cats are so inquisitive today.
And Paladin's pretty much
All
a
right.
guarantee invite for a party. People always need a good sturdy tank. For my Taru, I used to pimp it out back on Eden, but everything's so expensive here on Horizon, I can't really do that.
Finally got to choose a destination folder.
Yeah.
To install everything. I'm sorry, uninstall everything. I even had to go to add remove. Took out the installation file.
Yeah.
Took out the Horizon folder.
No,
We have
poor little
packed
Taru. Yeah,
Rest.
that's why I switched over to Hume. Like, they just don't have the HP for hardcore. Unless I wanted to be like extra tedious. Poor little Tarus just can't handle it. And I refuse to play a
Get Taro
Galka.
with me.
I refuse to play a Galka. Well, I play a Galka with you, but not hardcore. But I'm not gonna do a Galka. Ugh. Looks like a Florida man fucked a gator.
Oh my god.
So the thing is Galkas make really good monks. Mostly, I think with God, what was it? The Mind Blast or whatever. It's the hardcore. It's not the hardcore, but the ability that does damage based off their max health. So if you really want to use the Chi Blast on a Galka, that is the way to go. They make really good monks. Yeah, Chi Blast, yeah. That's kind of the way to go. Also, if you're doing a blue mage, this server doesn't have that yet, but if you're doing Chi Blast, cannonball builds with that extra HP, that's a really hard hitter for Galka. Other than that, though, I can't really imagine. I can't really imagine. Look at that, level 7.
Honey, that Hakatua
Oh god,
video.
honey, I love that. I did not know
So
that was a
that
meme.
is all over TikTok right now.
I know.
Everybody's making fun of it.
Hakatua.
But I just sat there shocked and I was like, oh my god.
That's factual.
I'm gonna put that in Discord's random, I think.
I already did. I already did.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
you
no,
did the work
I told
for
you,
me.
I told you,
Yes.
I told you I was putting that in there.
Really, look,
Hakatua.
Yeah, you did.
I love
You
her
did
friend in the
message me that.
background.
I
She's
just
so
didn't read the
embarrassed.
lesson. Yeah. I can't even laugh. Oh my gosh.
Oh, so Branch, I used to have this macro for Monk where I had it automatically set every 15 seconds. It would do boost, but I would also yell it in chat. So I'd be like, boost! So every 15 seconds you'd hear me just screaming, boost!
I remember this. Oh,
Alright,
goodness.
we're level 7. Let's see if we can get that leather armor. Alright, it's been about 2 hours, so let me use the bathroom, and I shall return.
Should be here. Da. I'm at 18% now. So glad I'm finally getting somewhere. Oh, this is my spell name. I have a folder for screenshots for 7 days to die. That'd be fucking hilarious. There's so many screenshots of team. Yeah, I think it's one of the things.
Alright, we're back. So,
I'm looking to
loved
see
it when,
if I can find any screenshots
okay.
from 7 days to die.
Uh-huh.
But I don't remember what the screenshot folder was called.
Usually when I use a print screen, it's a copy-paste thing that you have to like paste into like MS Paint.
Yeah, but they saved the screenshot too. I just have to find the folder.
Alright.
And I don't know how I'm doing.
Loved it when boost stacks so you get your cheap blast to hit so hard, but not so much anymore. Yeah, there's a few things that I'm not really a fan of Horizon changing. One really good thing though is paladins being able to use clubs and get that spirit strike in, get your MP back. That was nice, I guess. But
Found it.
oh, you did? Nice.
Okay. There's one particular one I wanted to post. It was a body that I blew the head off, the legs, and the arms on, and I took a screenshot of potato sack torso.
Oh, you've been on retail?
And then I asked myself what's wrong with me.
Yeah, retail 11. It's got a lot of problems that have never been really addressed. I think they're just plowing through the story. I would trust your judgment on that one, because I don't play Monk, period. It's never been my favorite job, if you would. It's usually something I sub with Warrior until I hit 30, and then I get Ninja ASAP.
We are at 33%.
Nice. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can get this leather gear from the nerds down south. Oh yeah.
Oh, me. I'm good.
Alright, I can buy leather pants, leather high boots.
I want to help you. You won't let me help you. And log in and help you.
Leather vest. So now we
1,
finally
2,
get our
3.
first upgrade for our armor.
9, 11, 12. I woke up to 14 messages from a particular roommate.
I don't know why he does that.
Maybe you should not say it so loud. I don't want to cause a problem, but it's ridiculous. Like, I'm not gonna watch. They were always making me sad.
He needs to stop being fucking weird.
He needs to stop, like, fucking with my emotions. I'm so emotional.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Alright, so we got everything there. Now, on this port of the boat here, if you're a red mage, white mage, or black mage, if you walk over here, you can buy all the spells. The level 1 to 15 spells. So stone, cure, paralyze, all that good shit. When retail was 75 error, it still boost my attacks to 999 no lithe and chi blast for 500 damage. No, that makes sense. I never really felt like Monk needed to be fixed. It's just when they so when they change out of Chains of Promethea to At Urgen, or sorry, from Zillert to Chains of Promethea, Dragoons used to be really good, and then in Chains, they were skeleton parties in order to EXP, and everybody was like, LOL Dragoon. Dragoon used to be really fucking good up to a certain point. Then once At Urgen came out, Dragoon and Samurai were like top tier DPS. And I think Warrior too. Alright, so over here, if you come into Winter's Waters from the south side, there's a little hat shop. I think we can buy a leather headband. for Good Sir Battle Cry.
I love that you remember the little hat shop. It's a doll.
I know. Yep, there's the leather bandana. And boom. So we look great. We're fantastic. Alright, let's head back. Let's put a bunch of this extra shit away in the mock house so we have more inventory space. So for some unknown reason, thieves cannot use crossbows until level 12 or level 10. So I'm gonna put this short bow away.
I am 54%. I'm glad that I'm finally like alert and conscious enough to fucking fix this and like install the game the right way again.
Well, here's the real question. Do you
I'm
want
gonna
to play
play
this,
it.
or do you want to? I know, but do you want to play 7 days, or do you want to keep playing this?
What do you feel like doing? That's the thing for your stream.
Honestly, by the time you get that installed, I've done 2.5 hours on Final Fantasy 11. I would kind of like to chill with you on 7 days. Good time with my babe.
We can work on this tower. We can work on my sniper tower.
Mm-hmm. No.
And then I want to work on defenses for around the base. I'm gonna put so many fucking
so
landmines down.
The sniper tower is actually as big as it needs to be.
Okay.
I was up there yesterday. I could actually see all around the building.
Alright, well I wanted to make it one more level higher.
That's fine, yeah.
But we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Figure it out. I want to close in that area too.
So you want to build like an actual wall?
I'll show you.
Okay.
But yeah, I do want to build a wall around the rest of it.
Yeah, at least the way of funneling them in. That'd be great.
That'd be good. Yeah, we can do that too.
So your first time coming into the mock house, the Moogle's gonna want to like unload his entire load on you. Just ignore him. Say I've got it. Thanks, Koopa. I'm sure. Right. Go to my mock house. So now that we've upgraded our gear, keep in mind you only have 30 slots for any equipment. So let's put the crystals away, the honey away. I'm gonna vendor the meat, the rare tails, because we don't need them. I'm gonna put the short bow away for the thief. The wand shield away for the thief. The Hume tunic, the gloves, the slacks, the boots, and the beastman seal. So never throw away a beastman seal. They are used for harder encounters later on down the road, but they make you a lot of money. So never throw away beastman seals. Alright, so we're gonna hop out. And I'm gonna see if there's a Cardian right here by the entrance. If you're wondering what that adventure coupon is for, it gets you a 50 gil by trading it to a Cardian. But some of the bitch ain't here.
I want to say, side moment. Anytime we do any other game now that has gold, I always call it gil.
I know you do. Yeah.
Yeah, you love it so much.
I do. Alright, let's see if I can trade this Cardian this, but I don't think I can. Nope. Alright, so I'm going to show you the other side of the auction house, and another way to do a quest. So we're going over here to Winter's Walls, and this is pretty much the capital of the city. There's that giant tree there, and inside that massive tree is where all the Tartars huddle up in fear, shivering in their little booties. But if we take a right here, and we go all the way across, we'll find an auction house.
$69%. This woman's cooking breakfast in bed. She took a hibachi grill with her. And she's cooking in bed to see her husband's reaction, so when he wakes up...
Hibachi grill? You mean like those steel flat
yeah.
tops?
Yeah,
oh,
flat
I love
tops.
that. Babe, I want that.
I know, I do too. I'm gonna do it. You know what the fire risk that is? Oh my god, I cannot.
Egg into my mouth.
Yes, to Daddy, if I never asked. I love that I call you that and it doesn't faze you anymore. I broke you. Mwah.
Alright, so now we're at the auction house. Go to bid, go to materials, and I believe you go to alchemy. So for this particular zone, for this particular quest, you need a lilac. Now if you hit the enter button and you go to sort, you can sort it by alphabetically.
God, they made like brisket with noodles. Oh, it looks so good.
Alright, so one lilac is $1,000. That's not bad. I'm actually not a huge fan of brisket. I think the meat always tastes rough and not tender, but fucking dry as shit. Alright, so the 1K for the lilac. So, here's another quest here. But this one is not going to give you EXP or gil, but instead more access to your home base. So let's run down this long-ass corridor here. Let me show you on the map where we're going. Residential area.
Oh, who the fuck? Okay.
Alright, so right here in Winter's Walls, there's a little mithril right here who very much wants a lilac. Trade her that. Is this really a lilac for me? It's so pretty. This is my favorite flower in the whole world.
Squawk!
Okay, I'll let you in a little secret. Mew mew mew, mew mew mew. And boom.
You squawk?
Squawk!
Squawk for me.
Squawk! I'll squawk for you, honey.
Whee!
Alright, so now, when you're in your mog house, you can, as you leave the mog house, you can transport to any other part of the city as you want. Every city also has one. So, sometimes it's a Mithra, sometimes it's a child. Actually, it's always a child. Sometimes it's a Galka, though. So, you trade them the thing they want, and boom, you can use the auction house, or sorry, the mog house, in order to exit to any part of the city you want to. But our mission is not over with. Now that we've given her that thing, let's go turn in the adventurer's coupon, if you would. So let's head over here, take a right, and we're going to Windhurst Woods. Yeah, honestly, our gear here is so much better than it was on our last hardcore trial. But you do need to invest in armor and weapons. Like you have to do the farm work, if you would. And that's what I did not do on my last hardcore character. I didn't get the leather armor. I pretty much.
What are you gonna need?
What now?
What are you gonna need?
Oh, nothing. I did it this time.
Okay.
Yeah. So on this character, I actually bought the leather armor, the upgraded bow, all that shit. I got it all. But my last character, I was actually trying to make it a point where like you don't need external revenue. But this time, I was like, here's how you make the money. And now that I've shown you how to make the money, I set myself 60k, and I'm like, I'm getting the fucking leather armor. I'm not losing another hardcore character. Not that easily. Alright, so right over here by Windhurst Woods, there is the Jack of Spades. So target him, trade him, and give him that adventurer coupon. It's only 50 gil, but that's where you spend it. That's all I got for you. Alright, so for the rare tails and the insect wings, they don't sell very good on the auction house. So I'm going to show you where the vendor is, and I'm going to show you where to sell like the worthless items in your inventory. And we will get that done. After that, I'll do another stream here, I think probably Sunday. Maybe,
Oh my goodness, I am at 93%.
Okay, well, I can pop on my main character.
Okay.
I would love to get my thief higher level so I can make more money. I mean, a set of leaping boots or a hairpin would be amazing for this character. It'd be so good.
Oh boy, is that a hint? Is that a hint? Do I need to do this again for you?
No, we'll do it together.
I love this is my love language, is getting you these things while you sleep.
No,
Because you work hard all day, the last thing I want is
do it
come home.
together.
No, I'll do it. Mwah.
Good luck out camping that level 75. That sits in Valkyrie Dunes every fucking day of his life. Good luck on that.
Thank you.
I mean, I don't think
I
I
will
could
do
I don't think I
my
could do any better.
best.
Alright, inventory is clear. So our character is now fit to traverse Vanadale. I could probably buy a better great axe. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back to the Mog House, and I'm gonna mail everything that is relevant to my character from the old hardcore character to this one. I do think I have a level 5 great axe to mail over.
Alright, we are, I guess, checking the installation of files. We're at 3%. Bitches.
What bitches?
You're fucking game.
tiny protege, little Taru. Oh, look at him.
Do you tiny protege?
Mm-hmm. He doesn't even have clothing. I'm assuming it's his first day.
He's nervous.
I don't know.
Taru's naturally though, don't want to clothing.
He's nervous, so he just removed all his clothes.
Yeah, I mean, when you're nervous, I mean, would you don't do the same?
That's what I would do.
That's the first thing I think of, is just, you know what, I don't need this.
I woke up at
I love
the
you.
Family Guy thing where it's like the easy button, and the dude clicks the easy button, and the dude behind the counter pisses himself. It's like, what did I just do? Hey guys, we're gonna log out real quick. Now, one thing that this game is not fixed is when you log out of your character after playing for like 20 plus minutes, it's a black screen. They still haven't fixed that. Alright, let's move everything over to our character. At least everything we can. Yeah, it's actually a lot of good stuff. I'm actually going to keep this character for a little while because I have 130 Beastman seals, and I think I can sell 120 of those for some decent money.
Yeah, well, no, 60 I think is at a time.
Yep, yep. So I'm going to
Yeah,
keep this
yeah,
character for a
because
little bit.
I enjoyed doing that.
Yeah, that was some damn good money.
So much.
Now, keep in mind, everything I'm sending over to my character is something you can get from East Saruta. So this is not anything you need to go outside of Saruta to get.
You were cut out so bad.
I don't think I did.
There we go.
So,
Now I can hear
go
you.
to send, battle cry. We're gonna send 3 onions. Three sacks of honey. Fire crystals. Cornets for a quest. And silk thread. We will send more later, but for right now, that should be good enough for the character. Actually, hold on. We go to Clint Taru here. I would like a link pearl for my character, and I'll explain link pearls in a second. Anyone in, sorry, L2. Anyone in Windurst that can give my care a pearl?
What are you needing?
A pearl for the Purple Haze Discord, or Lake Shell.
No. Just message Kinsey on Discord. That's what I'd do.
My name is Battlecry. I'll be right there. Mockhouse and Walls. Y'all doing dynamics? Alright, I'm on my way. Alright, let me hop on my character so I can get a pearl to one of my favorite link shells, Purple Haze. It's full of a bunch of stoners, and I love them.
Yeah, Kinsey's in there, but he doesn't talk to them. I don't know why.
Alright, so now that we have done the quest for the little mythic child, we can actually choose where we leave from. Oh. Swinder's Woods.
No, they're not doing dynamics.
They are.
Ooh.
Windrest Walls. Alright, there we go.
Have we done dynamics?
We have, but not on this server. Oh, they're all out here. Look at Nagoshi, Iphanite, and Ionessus. Okay, where's Orloff at?
Stop that. Get down. You know better. Beat her fucking ass. Try to take out my lamp again. I don't know what it is with Bean, but like, ever since she was born and could walk, my lamp has been like her mortal goddamn enemy. You remember she used to knock off the lampshade like 4 or 5 times a day?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, this bitch is up on this table. She did not fucking care. She just does what she wants.
Cats will do as they want to.
Yeah, I'm talking about you right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're so graceful.
Is that my babe?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's see. No, baby.
No, it's so sad.
No.
Poor thing. So I just brought her back here.
I have
Let her run around.
I have a weird question about cats.
Well, fading kitten syndrome, if you're wondering to know what it is.
No, I know what it is, but like, are cats fucking inbred?
Some are,
I mean,
but she's not.
okay. That's really sad though, honey. I'm sorry.
I know, well, it was their first litter of kittens too, and like the success rate of that is really low anyway. And it's not from a lack of caring, it's not from a lack of giving her everything that her and her babies need, because clearly I do. And clearly, I've had kittens that I've raised, like Scooch, for instance.
Yeah.
Like, they live. Reach a certain point. Some are like that, some aren't.
Well, I mean, like wildcats, they don't have that problem. So I'm wondering if it's because cats are like domesticated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's harder on them. The
God, that
stresses.
sucks.
Plus,
I'm sorry, babe.
fully feral cats, like those cats are bred to survive. Like Gracie, she's a feral cat.
Mhm.
She's outside right now. I can't get the bitch back in. She's born to be outside. But it's not like I don't feed her. She's got food, she's got water out there. Like, I'm not just gonna... leave her.
Alright guys, so the last thing was joining a link shell. This is pretty much your guild equivalent for World of Warcraft or whatever game. So you wear a pearl. It puts you, it takes up an inventory slot. So make sure you keep that in mind. But you can wear two. So you have L1, L2, and you can have a link shell. Anyways, I think that's it. I think that's it for our tutorial for Final Fantasy XI Hardcore. I'm gonna go ahead and spend some time with my babe. Gonna log off, and yeah, we'll be back either tomorrow or Monday. We'll see what happens.
I will bring the 7 days server up after this.
I'm gonna log out.